So as a 17-year-old guy, I started breaking my comfort zone. I started approaching older people and selling them, services and products. Actually, majorly products, but services as well later on. And I failed 50 times, right? I was, trying
How
to
many?
sell that.
How many times?
50 times, right?
Wow.
50 times. Yeah. I had like 50, failures when it comes to selling, selling to somebody else. And it happened in like 30 days, right? I approached 50 people and failed 50 times in 30 days. And, I had so strong mindset that it didn't touch me at all, right? I was like, all right, I'm learning, right? I'm experiencing this thing. I'm just going through the process, right? I'm early in the journey. It's not, I'm not a failure, right? I'm just a young boy, young guy who is trying to grow his life, make business, right? And just make the business, right? So basically, I didn't give up. And 51, right? 51 sales was successful. And from that moment on, in the next 6 months, I built a team of 100 people and made, let's say, revenue of 40,000 euros at that time, right? And I turned 18 years old in that moment, right? When I made, that turnover.
Wow.
So as when I was really young, I was doing, yeah. I had
18 years old and you got that money. Wow.
Yeah. It was, huge revenue, but, it all happened because I didn't give up. I had so strong mindset, right? How many people will give up after they fail like few times when it comes to sales? A lot, right? How many people will be afraid to speak in front of 1,000 people? A lot, right? And I was afraid, but I took the action, right? I took that step. I made it happen, and I just started, I was just in this mindset of growing, right? If I fail now, if I if I fuck up things right now, it's just now. I'm here to grow and learn. I'm here to think long term and to make something when I'm 25 or 30 or 35. This is just the beginning. This is just early steps in the journey, and I'm here to fail. I'm here to fail, man. I'm here to fail and learn as much from this failure as I can. So I was going, and doing all I can, the best I can. I was failing and learning and failing and learning and getting up and then getting better and then succeeding, at the end, right? But it's that part, And I left network marketing when I was 20 with lots of knowledge, lots of experience, extremely strong mindset, And I left it because it wasn't what they wanted to do. As I mentioned before, I always felt that I'm here to impact people's lives, that I'm here to speak in front of thousands, right? And network marketing, is much more sales. It's much more sales than I wanted it to be, right? I wanted to speak in front of people, to educate, to inspire, motivate, and change people's lives. And I wasn't able to do it through network marketing as much as I wanted, right? I left network when I was 20, and I was wondering for a while, I was trading Forex, doing public speaking, I was doing sales again, but different type of sales. What else? I was doing, many different things, starting small businesses, which failed because I was escaping the fact that I'm scared from speaking in English language, educating and coaching in English language, right? I was just, putting that off away until I, faced my fear, faced my limiting belief, broke that and started coaching, right? So here I am right now, doing mindset coaching. It's going pretty well, very good. I'm growing, personally, my business is growing, and everything is amazing. But it took me like at least 5 or 6 years, to get there, to get to a point where I recognized that I had a limiting belief, that I was doing lots of things, and failing in lots of things. And I wasn't, successful and passionate and fulfilled and happy because I was just putting what I wanted away because of fear and limiting belief.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't say that those were failure, because come to think of it, yes, in reality it is, something that didn't pan out like the way that you envision it to be. But by the end of the day, you learned something from it, right? It gave you something to make an assessment, to improve on, that would bring you to the next big thing. And you said it, you're here right now. You're a successful person. You're helping people. And those series of failures, so to speak, gave you the learning that you need to push forward and and equip you to where you are right now and where you are going in the future, right?
Definitely, man. I'm super grateful, for everything, which happened in my life, because that's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here if those things didn't happen, right? And I call them failures because, I've told, I've spoke with lots of people these days about failure. And I think I'll write a book, right? Not an ebook, but a real book on this one, because,
Right.
I've mastered failure. I've mastered how to perceive failure, how to approach failure, how to feel about failure, how to change it, how to everything,
Yeah.
And basically, I came up with my own philosophy of failure, and that philosophy is, I will come up with an exercise where I will give people exercise, where they should find something and then fail for 30 days, right? They should expect and approach and it's something with expectation to fail, right? They should want to fail, right? Because imagine this thing, man. This is you and this is your goal, right? This is your goal. And you want to achieve your goal, right? In order for you to achieve your goal, you must fail on this journey, right? This journey requires failure. It's natural part of the process, right? It's just what must happen. It must happen, right? It must happen. So, majority of people give up. Majority of people, give up on their goal because they touch these failures, these bottom points, right?
Right.
But when failure happens, when they feel depressed, unmotivated, stuck, or they fail, they give up.
Yeah.
They won't give up when everything is flourishing. They won't give up when everything is growing, right? They will give up when they fail and when they feel unmotivated and depressed, right? But what if those people accept failure? What if failure becomes part of them? What if their mindset accepts failure as something natural and as something which must happen? Then those bottom points, those failures, those bad times won't have that strong meaning.
Exactly.
And they'll be able to go through the journey way easier, right?
Yeah.
They'll be able to take that failure and to move on extremely easy, right? Because that's the only thing which stops people, failure. There's nothing else which stops people, When people fail, they feel depressed, their mindset goes crazy, and they somehow, give up, right? But if they accept failure, if that's part of them, there won't be anything which can stop them in their journey, right?
Exactly.
So I think I'll write a book on this one, a real book, because
start writing on it, bro, and then let's promote it.
Sure, man.
One thing that I think about failure is that failure is the one thing that makes you value whenever you get something right. Because if you just got everything right in the first try, okay, it would be great, but you won't feel the real value that it has to you because you didn't have to work enough to get it done. You didn't fail enough to get it done, so you're not going to value it enough. For me, this is my point of view of failure. You are just preparing and getting the most out of the success, because you are going to feel much bigger success when you fail a lot than when it comes easily.
Right.
Definitely. Right. You will value what you get much more, after you fail. And if you get it yourself, right? And then, just to mention one quick topic, I spoke with my friends these days about, there are people who are rich, who are famous, who are something because their dad or grandfather or somebody, gave them, those people, right? Those people seem as they're happy and as they have everything, right? But they're actually lost. Majority of them, feels as shit, right? Because our life needs purpose. Our life needs meaning. Imagine yourself, 5 years from now with let's say $100 billion. Do you think you'll be just? Do you think you'll be just going from Lamborghini to Porsche to Ferrari, from mansion to mansion, traveling all the time? No, it won't happen. You will have to find some purpose. You will have to do something, because you will feel that you won't feel fulfilled with just having money and just enjoying the money. You will need human nature. You will need something to pursue, right? Something which will give you meaning. So journey of succeeding and failing and growing and failing. Ups and downs. It's natural process which must happen, which is the best one. We can take if we perceive it in the right way. if you see, getting money, getting somebody from somebody else, it means nothing, man. Process is something, the thing which will grow yourself. You will grow, right? You'll go through the journey. You will grow. You'll experience. You will feel happy and fulfilled, right? So I just wanted to mention this one because so many people, don't understand the process, right? And the process is what makes people happy and fulfilled.
Exactly.
That's very nice, man. I agree completely because the process is the essence of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we don't enjoy the process of everything that we are doing, and this is why I already told you, Jen, about don't expect much, like no expectations. It's because you have to enjoy the process of getting there. If you're just thinking, if you start on Instagram or your business and you just think, okay, I'm going to get 100 million followers or 100K followers in the first 30 days, this is like, okay, I'm doing this just for the result. I'm not doing this because I like the process.
Yeah.
And this is what separates a happy people from a rich person, because being rich doesn't mean you are happy. If you ever watched Scarface, you know this, because the guy got insanely rich and still depressed because he got rich, but doing something that he didn't enjoy to do. So this is the thing I believe Pavle I'll tries to send the message to us. Enjoy the process, because this is what's going to really set you as a successful person instead of just having hundreds of millions of dollars in your bank account. Although it would help.
I mean, it's
exactly.
I agree. Just to balance things out, my perspective on it is expectation balance things. It's managing expectations that sets you in a proper position. Because if you don't expect something, you're just like aiming at nothing, right? It puts you in a balance. But if you calculate if you manage your expectations, you are not gonna expect like far-fetched ideas like I'm gonna aim like 50,000, 100,000 in a month, and then that doesn't happen. That makes you depressed.
If you fail doing something that you enjoy doing, you won't feel bad. Because, I failed. But I failed while I was doing something I like.
Exactly.
So, it's like, okay, I love to play football with my friends or soccer with my friends, but I don't mind losing because I was there doing something I love to do. It's like I play video games almost every day before I go to sleep. And yesterday I just had one of the best games of my life and I lost the game. But I had so much fun playing it that I didn't mind that I lose the game.
Exactly.